Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Get Well Soon XOXO. For those of you maybe just tuning in for the first time, I'm your host, Maddie Manic, and on today's episode, we're going to be discussing seasonal blues and how to maybe avoid or cope with them. But first, as always, we're going to start with a little bit of updates. So, this last week, not a whole, kind of an average week, I would say. But the weekend we hosted a little Friendsgiving. I co-hosted with two of my friends, but we had it at our house. So we were planning that for a while and we're able to finally do that this past weekend. So Friday, just a lot of cleaning the house. And then one of my friends who was hosting it with me came over and helped prep food a little bit for it. And then I had just made some homemade tomato soup and sourdough grilled cheeses for dinner that night. So we all just kind of had that while we were doing that. So it was a lot of fun and the soup was so good. I love making homemade tomato basil soup. It is the bomb. And then we just had our Friendsgiving on Saturday. So the next day was kind of the same thing. I had to run and grab a little last minute stuff from the store that morning and then came home. We were just kind of cleaning for the rest of the day and getting ready. And then everyone came over at between 6 to 7:30, just kind of whenever they got there. And then we were still kind of heating up food and everything. And then we're eating a little bit after that. And everyone did a super good job with all of the food. It was all super yummy. We had some yummy desserts too. Just a really fun time to be able to hang out and catch up with everyone. So that was very nice. Then on Sunday, just kind of a more relaxing day. Did my shopping, then did some meal prep. And then we took down Halloween decorations and put up our Christmas decorations because I was not wanting to wait until after Thanksgiving this year. I'm just kind of if I'm waiting until after Thanksgiving, then I'm only really getting the month of December to have Christmas decorations up. That's not enough. I'm sorry. I love Christmas and I love Christmas decorations. So I will start decorating as early as I please because it makes me happy to see that stuff in my house. So I'm already super happy with all of it. And then what I was gonna say about my meal prepping, I am trying to find when I say meal prepping, I'm not necessarily making lunches or dinner stuff. I'm more just trying to find quick or I'll make more protein snacks that are just quick and easy to grab so that when I am trying hungry and snacking, I'm not going for just the packaged processed stuff because I'm really trying to avoid any sort of processed food in that sense. I'm really trying to just eat more whole foods and proteins and stuff. So trying to find a lot of ideas like that I can just meal prep on Sundays and have that throughout the week. I did try these yogurt bars last week, or yogurt bark thingy. It wasn't the best because I'm also with the anti-inflammatory diet and the test that I just did, I'm trying to also stay away from flavored yogurt of any sort. So when I'm having Greek yogurt, I'm just trying to have plain Greek yogurt. And I am not a huge fan. I'm already not a huge fan of plain or Greek yogurt, but especially plain Greek yogurt, not flavored or anything. Ooh, I do not love that. That's what I made my yogurt bark with. I smashed some raspberries into it. What is happening? Oh my gosh, my iPad. I was trying to pull up my iPad to have all my notes on and stuff, and it was just being so stupid today. And it was just taking me forever to get this started, and now it's being stupid again while it's just sitting there. So sorry about that. But yeah, so I saw if you smash up raspberries and you can add really what I like, nuts, pistachios. Like I know those are, but that was like a specific kind. Like dark chocolate you can like top it with. So I was trying to do something like that. It just was not super great. So I'm gonna keep messing around with it because I'm also not gonna be really leaning towards grabbing that stuff for snacks if I don't like it. So it does have to taste good. But I did find a couple other things that I was gonna try out. So probably gonna make those this weekend. And then I'll let you guys know kind of what I find and what snacks work and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of it for the updates. So we'll just get straight into the episode. So seasonal blues. Usually, I'm sure we all know, like seasonal blues tend to occur during like fall and winter. Sorry, that's my cats on that feeder. Just keep going. I'm trying to record downstairs today because my Wi-Fi has been like really bad upstairs, and after last week's episode, I didn't really want it to keep messing around and saying it wasn't connected or whatever. So might be a little more background sounds today, but it's just whole thing is a work in progress still. So, but yeah, anyway, so seasonal blues tend to more occur in fall and winter because that's when there is less sunlight and like the colder temperatures. And I feel like you're just seeing people less in general, like more after the holidays because I feel like you actually are maybe seeing people a little bit more like closer to the holidays. But once those are all over and done with, I feel like it's kind of not a whole lot going on. So you can tend to feel a little more lonely around this time, and are maybe usually like cooped up inside way more than you would be in the spring or the summer. And let me be the first to say the shorter days definitely get to me. It's already getting like dark in the 5 o'clock hour ever since like this past weekend. So that has definitely been a difference. I feel like it's already getting so dark right now because it's also snowing outside. So wasn't prepared for it to start getting darker so early. Also wasn't prepared for it to be snowing already. So I'm hoping that the light can stick around long enough for me to finish this episode and that the YouTube video is not like just in this dark room because I mean I could get up and turn on the lights, but I don't really want to like stop it to do that. So I'm just gonna probably try to hurry and get this done before I lose all my light apparently. It was just like so sunny just like 2 seconds ago. But yeah, I can't really think of a particular like story in general of an example where I feel like I got really like down in like more winter and fall months. But I do feel like I notice after like the new year is when it kind of hits me where I get more in a slump and it's kind of like not really feeling as motivated to do things and everything. Because like that's when it is more like the coldest part of winter and there's like not a whole lot going on to look forward to. I don't really feel like I get too bad like in the fall and like leading up to Christmas and New Year's and stuff because there is like I'm excited about like Halloween and Thanksgiving and just all the holidays and stuff that's going on. So I'm just like more busier during that time and not really a whole lot of downtime to sit and like be sad or whatever. But yeah, definitely after the new year is I feel like when it kind of hits me. So some preventative measures. This specific one I'm going to talk to, I haven't ordered this myself. So more kind of an idea that I've seen that I'm like thinking about. But I've seen a lot of like things about the Hatch alarm clock, which is like the one that like mimics the natural sunrise, and I think you can even put like sounds on it, like little birds or whatever, like to help you wake up in the morning. And it's like mimicking like natural sunlight and everything. So it's like you're waking up to the sunrise, even when it may still be pitch black outside. If you are waking up like as early as I am some days for work, it is completely dark when I wake up. And I know like this alarm clock is supposed to help you like feel more rested and just make it easier for you to wake up, because it's like helping with your body's like circadian rhythm and just like how you're supposed to like wake with the sunrise and everything. They are pretty expensive though, so I'm not sure that I'll be buying one anytime soon. I might be convinced enough one day, but just kind of have to see how worth it is, I guess, up until like it probably would be really nice in the winter. But the thing that I came across this last year, sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. And when I was looking into buying it, I think we're like a month away from it getting brighter earlier. And so I was kind of like, no, it's not really worth it to just have it for like this last little month if I'm going to basically be waking up when the sun's out anyways anytime soon or sometime soon. I feel like I can't speak today. I don't know what's happening. So I'm like, maybe I'll get convinced, like having a whole however months long of winter up ahead of me. Not really sure yet. But if anyone has one already, definitely let me know like what you think about it, if it is worth it, because I could be convinced. I don't know, but still kind of thinking about it right now. But it's just an idea if that is a part of winter that's a big struggle for you. I do think they have even like cheaper options. I'm not really sure like how well they work or like really anything about the other options, but I think there is cheaper options if that also is something you want to look into. Also, just trying to get outside when you can while the sun is out. Even if it's for like just 5 or 10 minutes a day, just getting that little bit of natural sunlight in is going to be better than nothing. Just helping you to still be getting that even when there is so little of daylight in like the winter months. Also like having like a routine and just like maintaining like a consistent like daily like routine or schedule is gonna really help you with like hopefully not falling into a slump as much. Like if you're keeping yourself really accountable for the things that like you need to do to take care of yourself and just not letting yourself get lazy or losing the motivation is going to be really important in helping you not slip into that funk, because you're just keeping yourself accountable and letting yourself know that there is things that you have to do and have to get done. Because I know if I like fall into like that slump where I start being like, oh, I don't need to do that, or like that get done tomorrow, it's really easy to just like keep putting things off till the next day and eventually not getting anything done. So just holding yourself accountable, getting stuff done, not letting yourself even get into that pattern, it's going to be so much better for you at staying consistent. Exercise is another thing that is going to be great for kind of avoiding the blues or like coping with them if you are already dealing with them. Finding like an indoor workout that you love and that you'll be super motivated to do, because I know when it's really cold outside, I don't know about you guys, I'm not motivated at all to get outside and work out outside. So finding something indoors is perfect for me, whether it is a home workout, Pilates class, going to the gym, just whatever is going to keep me motivated that day. I am not always super motivated, I'll be honest, to go to the gym when it is super cold outside, because thinking about even just like getting out of my car, being cold to walk in and then coming out, like, or if like it's like snowing and just gross weather, I'm not super motivated to drive to the gym. I'm sure it'll be a lot easier this year now that the gym is literally like 2 minutes from my house, and like that my mom and my sister go with me. But in the past, that was a big like thing I struggled with, was just like even having the motivation to go to the gym in the winter. I ended up doing a lot of home workouts I felt like a lot last year and the year before that. But still, finding anything that you can be doing is better than nothing. And just like getting yourself moving, getting that physical activity in is going to be just so important because, as we all know, physical activity boosts your mood and energy levels. So, again, anything is better than nothing. And the better you keep at it, the better off you're going to be. Nutrition is going to be key also with helping to avoid or cope with the seasonal blues. In particular, foods that can enhance your mood and overall well-being. Examples would be dark chocolate, salmon, bananas, nuts, green tea, avocados, and eggs. Just a couple examples that I found. But I'm sure there's lots of others that you could look up and like see. Also, I feel like soups are a huge comfort food. I love making soups, especially it is the season for soups. So find a couple recipes that you love. Just go ham with those comfort foods because there literally is nothing better than having a nice hot soup on a very cold day. So stock up all kinds of comfort recipes and just, embrace it. It keeps doing that. I don't know why. It's like acting like I'm trying to talk to it or something. It's like, it's just being so weird recently and I don't know why. It's my iPad that I'm talking about, by the way. But I don't even know if you guys can hear it, but it keeps just like beeping. Another one is like maintaining relationships during the winter months because, as I was saying before, it is really easy to kind of like fall into your own little bubble and not really want to go out and do things and feel like it's just harder to want to go out and like see people when it's cold and stuff. So maybe giving yourself little outings to look forward to, make plans with your friends or family. Don't just keep yourself cooped up inside in your own little bubble because we as humans are literally not made to just be by ourselves all the time. So don't make the dark, cold months even harder by isolating yourself. Just get out, see people, do what you can, bundle up, maybe even go take a walk with somebody. So you're like getting activity, sunlight, and seeing people all in one. Just an idea. And then like more coping strategies, like actual particular coping strategies is what I'm trying to say. Like mindfulness and meditation. I haven't really gotten like a whole lot into meditation because I feel like it's really hard for me to just like completely like sit there and do nothing. I just, my mind doesn't know how to like not focus on something. So even if like I was trying to sit there, I'd just be thinking about like everything I could be doing. So I'm sure that is something I could try to be better at. But particular like one for me that I tried out last year that I really loved and felt like it was like really good at kind of like helping me relax and like boost my mood and everything. I started doing these like low light Pilates sessions kind of at night, whether it was like before or after dinner. I started this last winter and I would just set like a very relaxed tone. Like maybe I'd get candles, maybe not always, get a cute little like outfit on for Pilates, have like relaxing music going. And I do feel like it just helped me a lot and it did give me something to look forward to because again, it was like an exercise, getting like physical activity in, kind of again, like I don't know what that word is, and I'm kind of like combining. Okay, I know that word. I don't know why that was so hard. Combining a couple different like techniques into one, just, making it work however you can. So maybe find whatever that is for you that can help you to kind of relax, de-stress, enhance your mood a little bit, and try incorporating that this winter to see if it makes a difference. And then also my last little tip, winter is like the perfect time to really get into your self-care, and kind of elevate that. Like, I feel like you are inside more often, so just like maybe throwing on a little face mask while you're making dinner, or like watching your shows, or more time to read if that is your thing, more time to take a hot bath, hot shower, really whatever it is, whatever makes you feel good, like that is self-care, just whatever makes you feel good to taking care of yourself. Just spend more time doing that this winter, and I promise you it'll leave you feeling so much better, so much more relaxed, so much more happy, and just staying above, beating those seasonal blues, and just making it a much better winter and a more enjoyable winter. But yeah, that's kind of all of the little, it keeps doing like weird stuff on the video. Kind of all of the like tips, coping, and strategies I have for you guys. So probably just gonna wrap up this episode here. Thanks to all who stuck around to this point, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this episode and can take some good things away from this and just make your winter more for you. Again, if you do have any topics that you would want to see an episode on, I would love to hear those and see what I can do, what I can make happen. See, there it goes again. I don't know why it's doing that. Little housekeeping as always. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave this episode or the podcast a review if you haven't yet, because it helps me out so much and I would really appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram as maddie.manic for my personal account, and getwellsoon__xoxo for the podcast account, and maddie.manic for my TikTok, and get.well.soon_xoxo for the podcast TikTok account. And my YouTube is linked in my Insta and TikTok bio, and this video will be live on YouTube shortly after it is live on Apple and Spotify. Or like the audio version is live on Apple Podcasts and Spotify podcast. And then I'll have this all linked in the show notes as always. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to live your life beautifully. Talk to you next Wednesday.